first up, we have John Dickenson, the engineering supervisor at Fincantieri Marinette Marine. So I'm going to stop sharing for just a second so that you can see John as he's talking, and then he is going to let me know when he needs his slides up.
Morning, everyone. As she said, I'm John. I'm an engineering manager here at Marinette Marine. My career started, I was fortunate enough to have an opportunity in my high school to have engineering courses provided in my junior and senior year. While I was in those courses, I developed an interest in AutoCAD. Once we graduated, I enrolled in AutoCAD courses in my local community college. From there, I was offered, it wasn't really an internship, but it was more of a training / apprenticeship program at a local shipyard called Bender Shipbuilding. There, they taught us the AutoCAD, Ship Constructor, and Navisworks programs that most shipyards typically use to do their design work, 3D design, things like that. I was there for about 3 or 4 years. I learned different disciplines: structure, outfitting, electrical. I've worked with manufacturing, doing field engineering, worked on multiple projects, was responsible for dry dock design, OSVs, new build, ship repair, things like that. Then from there, I went to Austal, which was right across the river there in Mobile. I worked on Austal's version of the LCS craft and the JHSV craft. There, I predominantly did electrical design, lighting layouts, cableway modeling, things like that. And I was also involved heavily in field engineering while I was there. From there, I went to Grand Bahama Shipyard in Freeport, Bahamas. I was the lead structural ship steel designer there. I did that for about 3 years before I made the transfer to ship manager. And as a ship manager, I was responsible for the day-to-day operations of any vessel we had in the yard that I was a part of. Predominantly, we did cruise vessels where I was over providing manpower requirements, liaison with owners' reps, ship checks, pretty much every day-to-day operation that we had to do to ensure that the job was completed. I did that for about 5 years while I was there. While there, working in the multiple disciplines, working with manufacturing like I did, I was able to apply the knowledge I learned from them to the engineering side of it, which brought me here to Marinette Marine. Now, while I've been here at Marinette Marine, I've tried to bring some of my knowledge from working in various shipyards around the world to here and train the people here on different ways to do things. Day to day, days vary here. Some days you're in meetings all day. Some days you're training your team on better ways to do things, guiding them, advising them on how to do things. You're dealing with manufacturing on a daily basis with any issues that may or may not come up while they're trying to build the vessels. Every day is a different task, presents a different set of challenges. That's pretty much it for me. I've got a few slides kind of go into detail about the different disciplines. So engineering is basically broken down into 2 different groups. Basically, you have your functional engineering and your detail engineering. Your functional engineering is responsible for the base design of the vessel. So all your weight calcs, your bending moments of the vessel as it sits in the water, GA drawings, vendor information, purchase specs, things like that. So that structure, naval architecture, machinery, pipe, HVAC, electrical, and outfitting. Typically, you need to have some type of bachelor's degree to do that type of work because there's a lot of calculations, a lot of rules that you need to know, be it if it's from DNV, ABS, Lloyd's Register, which are all bodies that govern shipbuilding around the world. Now, from my side, the detail engineering, it's the same structure with structure, machinery, pipe, HVAC, electrical, and outfitting. But detail engineering is responsible for the implementation, design drawings. We create the 3D library parts, the 3D model, and we create the manufacturing drawings that they actually use to build the vessels. All that is based off of the original functional engineering design. So we do that with a multitude of different computer programs. If you go to the next slide. So both functional and detail use AutoCAD, Ship Constructor, and Navisworks. AutoCAD is what I went to school for to learn. It's a great way to learn it. I had some really good instructors. It's a very easy program to learn. Ship Constructor is an add-on to AutoCAD. Its name says it all. Ship Constructor is used for ship design, ship modeling. Navisworks is a program that's used. We pull the 3D information out of Ship Constructor and we're able to view it in a program called Navisworks, where we can virtually fly around the vessel, look for any clearance issues, interferences that we may have, whether it be a pipe running through a cableway or we're running through structure where it shouldn't be. We also use that software for our reviews with our customers, internal reviews, Navy reviews, things like that. Now the picture shown is just a general view that's pulled from Ship Constructor through AutoCAD, just a general layout of something that one of our drawings may show. It's really hard to see, but you can, if you can, it's got certain part numbers on it. It's got dimensional locations that the manufacturing actually uses to locate the equipment on the vessel. It's got frame numbers, longitudinal numbers, anything they need to locate that equipment, we generally put on this drawing. So if we go to the next slide, here's a few shots. The one in the bottom right-hand corner, that's a cableway model pulled from Ship Constructor. As y'all can see, it's completely 3D, three-dimensional. It's a great program. It's very easy to learn, very easy to use. And then the upper left-hand corner picture is a shot from Navisworks. That's pretty much the whole ship brought in, and we're able to trim certain sections of the vessel out so we can view the internals, and that shows everything: the electrical equipment, pipe work, structure, outfitting, anything that you can imagine goes into building a ship is shown on that model. So if we go to the next slide, it's got an even better shot of it. Oh, I guess he took it out.
Yep,
well,
sorry. Yeah, that one.
There was one that showed the section at the center line, which basically we were able to trim half the ship away, and you can actually view all the internals of the vessel. So, you know, it's a great career to get into. Definitely, I would recommend exploring different options. It's not one discipline. If you're big into building things, you probably want to go to the structure side of it. If you're more interested in, you know, the small little details like the desk, lamps, chairs, whatever, that would be more outfitting. If you're big into electrical, naturally that would be electrical. Any type of piping systems, that would be piping. There's multiple different avenues to go down the engineering side of it, whether it's the design side, the actual physical engineering of the vessel, or on my side where it's the 3D design. You know, it's pretty cool to see what you do on a computer and what you print out on a piece of paper come to life physically out here in the yard. Every day you can walk out and see, hey, this was on a piece of paper, and now you've got a 20 or 30 ton unit sitting right outside your office ready to be assembled on the ship.
Awesome. I know you talked about some engineering classes in high school. Are there other courses that you think were really beneficial to take as a high school student?
If you go down where you want to be an actual engineer, definitely math. Math is very big because, as I stated, you know, calculations are a big part of it, especially when you go down the naval architecture route. So math is big. Just anything you can get into. The engineering classes, general construction classes. I know we offered shop or metalworking. Because if you know how manufacturing kind of wants to assemble something and you kind of have that background, it's easier to do your design work because you know what it's going to take to go into fabricating what you're trying to design.
Okay. Any questions from students out there? We would love for you to chat. So Allison, are you seeing anything?
I see no questions.
But do you have questions?
John, I'm curious, is there something you regret along your path?
Probably not going to school longer than what I did. I think there would have been more opportunities available to me earlier on in my career if I would have gone just one step further and gotten, you know, like a mechanical engineering degree or a structural engineering degree or that naval architecture degree.